Daily Horoscope Analysis for Taurus, March 26, 2025. Welcome to your comprehensive astrological forecast for March 26, 2025, dear Taurus. As we delve into the celestial energies affecting your sign today, prepare for a day of significant potential and subtle challenges. General overview for Taurus today. March 26 arrives with a distinctive cosmic signature for you, Taurus. With the sun firmly in Aries, there's an energetic push-pull between your naturally grounded nature and the fiery, impulsive Aries influence. This creates an interesting dynamic where you might feel simultaneously drawn to your comfort zone and nudged toward new beginnings. Today, Venus, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Saturn, bringing stability to your emotional landscape while rewarding disciplined efforts. This planetary arrangement supports long-term planning and solidifying relationships that truly matter to you. The moon today is transiting through Capricorn, another earth sign that resonates beautifully with your Taurian energy. This creates a fertile ground for practical achievements and helps you remain centered despite any chaos that might unfold around you. There's a quiet strength available to you today. Tap into it whenever you feel uncertain. Love and relationships. In matters of the heart, today's Venus-Saturn trine brings a mature, grounding energy to your romantic life. For attached Taurians, this is an excellent day to discuss future plans with your partner. The conversations you initiate now have staying power, and commitments made today tend to endure. You're seeing relationships through a realistic lens, appreciating the depth and security of established bonds rather than chasing fleeting excitement. Single Taurus individuals might encounter someone with substance and integrity today, perhaps through work connections or practical pursuits. While the chemistry might not be immediately explosive, there's potential for something meaningful to develop if you're patient. The day favors authentic connections over superficial attractions. Some Taurus individuals might also be reflecting on past relationship patterns today, with Mercury in Pisces activating your house of subconscious patterns. Insights gained now can help you break free from repeating the same romantic mistakes. Trust your intuition about people. Your instincts are particularly sharp today. Career and finance. Professionally, March 26 marks a significant day for financial planning and career advancement. With Mercury forming a supportive aspect to Jupiter, communications at work flow smoothly, making this an ideal time to present ideas, pitch projects, or negotiate terms. Your practical insights are especially valued today, and higher-ups are likely to take notice of your methodical approach to problems. Financially, the Venus-Saturn influence brings discipline to your monetary decisions. This is an excellent day to review investments, consider long-term savings plans, or make purchases that will appreciate over time. Avoid impulsive spending, however tempting it might be. A financial opportunity may arise through a trusted connection. Carefully evaluate its merits rather than jumping in immediately. For Taurians considering a career change or advancement, today's planetary alignment supports thoughtful planning rather than impulsive moves. Document your achievements and quietly build your case for advancement. Seeds planted now in your professional garden will bear fruit if consistently tended. Health and wellness. Physically, today's energies highlight your throat, neck, and shoulder areas, the body regions ruled by Taurus. These might be tension points today, especially if you're holding back from expressing your truth. Gentle neck stretches, shoulder rolls, and proper ergonomic support while working can prevent discomfort. The Capricorn moon enhances your connection to the physical body, making this an excellent day for grounding exercises like yoga, hiking, or any activity that keeps you in touch with the earth. Your endurance is heightened today, but avoid pushing yourself to exhaustion. Taurus needs to balance activity with adequate rest periods. Nutritionally, your body might crave comforting, substantial foods today. Satisfy these urges with nutritious alternatives that provide lasting energy rather than temporary satisfaction. Mineral-rich foods particularly support your energy system now, so consider incorporating more leafy greens, nuts, and whole grains into your meals. personal growth and spirituality. On a deeper level, today invites introspection about your values and priorities. With Jupiter's influence activating your house of philosophy and higher learning, you're contemplating the bigger picture of your life. What truly matters to you, Taurus? Which possessions, relationships, and activities genuinely bring you joy, and which are merely habitual attachments? This is an excellent day for journaling, meditation, or conversations with trusted mentors. Insights gained now have transformative potential, especially regarding how you define security and success. The steadfast Taurus often resists change, but today you can see the value in thoughtful evolution. The Venus-Saturn aspect also supports boundary setting. If certain relationships or situations have been draining your energy, today provides the clarity and courage to establish necessary limits with compassion but firmness. Daily focus points. Your planetary ruler Venus suggests focusing on value-based decisions today. Before making choices, ask yourself, does this align with what I truly value? Will this contribute to my long-term happiness and security? This simple practice will guide you toward fulfilling outcomes. The number vibration for today: 2 plus 6 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 5 equals 20, reduced to 2, resonates with partnerships and diplomacy. Notice where cooperation yields better results than going it alone. Your natural Taurian independence serves you well, but today's energy rewards thoughtful collaboration. Lucky colors for you today include deep emerald green and earth tones, reflecting your connection to Venus and the grounding energy of today's Capricorn moon. Wearing or surrounding yourself with these colors can subtly enhance your natural strengths. Final thoughts for Taurus today. March 26, 2025, offers you a balanced cosmic landscape, dear Taurus. The day's energy supports your natural tendencies toward stability and practical achievement, while gently encouraging growth in areas where you might have become too rigid or comfortable. Approach the day with your characteristic patience and determination, but remain open to insights that might shift your perspective in meaningful ways. Remember that your greatest strength lies in your unwavering persistence. The bull doesn't need to charge at every challenge sometimes. Steady pressure over time accomplishes more than forceful action. Trust your innate timing today, and don't allow others to rush you into decisions that require careful consideration. As you move through this day, embrace both the security of your established patterns and the potential of thoughtful change. This balance between stability and growth represents the highest expression of Taurus energy on March 26, 2025. The stars are supporting your journey. Trust yourself to navigate it with grace and determination. On March 26, 2025, the planetary alignment creates a fascinating energetic landscape for Taurus natives. The Sun continues its journey through Aries, positioned in your 12th house of the subconscious and hidden matters. This placement encourages deep introspection and behind-the-scenes work, suggesting that your most significant progress today may happen internally rather than externally. Your ruling planet Venus finds herself in Pisces, creating a harmonious trine with your sun sign. This beneficial aspect enhances your natural Taurian qualities, patience, persistence, and sensuality, while softening your sometimes rigid approach to life. Venus in Pisces occupies your 11th house of community and future aspirations, potentially bringing unexpected blessings through friends or group associations. Mercury, the messenger planet, positions itself at the critical 29th degree of Pisces, known as the anaretic degree, indicating a culmination of communication matters before it enters fiery Aries tomorrow. This final degree placement may bring revelations or important messages related to long-standing issues. Mars in Taurus creates a powerful conjunction with your natal sun, regardless of your specific birth date. This rare alignment provides an extraordinary energy boost, physical vitality, and determination. Use this force wisely, as it can either manifest as productive drive or stubborn aggression. Jupiter continues its expansive journey through Gemini in your second house of resources and values, forming a somewhat tense square with your sun sign. While this aspect may challenge your financial security or core values, it simultaneously offers opportunities for growth through adaptability, something not always comfortable for fixed-sign Taurus. Saturn's position in Pisces forms a sextile to your sun sign, offering structure and support for your long-term aspirations, particularly those involving creative pursuits or spiritual development. This aspect helps ground the sometimes nebulous Piscean energy in practical Taurian form. Uranus, continuing its 7-year transit through Taurus, remains in close proximity to your sun, depending on your birth date within the sign. Those born in the middle of the sign will feel this revolutionary energy most intensely today, potentially experiencing unexpected breakthroughs or disruptions to your identity and life path. Neptune in Aries forms a semi-sextile to your sun's sign, subtly blending visionary inspiration with your practical nature. Pay attention to dreams and intuitive flashes today as they may contain valuable guidance. Pluto, having recently entered Aquarius, positions itself in your 10th house of career and public standing, beginning a transformative process related to your professional identity and ambitions. The moon transits Cáncer today, your fellow earth sign, creating a harmonious trine to your sun. This emotional alignment supports domestic harmony and provides emotional security during what might otherwise be a somewhat challenging day. A notable T-square forms between Mars and Taurus, Jupiter in Gemini, and Neptune in Pisces, creating tension that particularly impacts fixed signs like yourself. This configuration suggests potential conflicts between your personal drive, expansive opportunities, and spiritual ideals. The North Node in Aries and South Node in Libra create an activating square to your sun sign, highlighting the evolutionary tension between self-assertion and relationship harmony, a theme that may play out prominently in your personal interactions today. Chiron, the wounded healer, continues its journey through Aries, forming a semi-sextile to your sun sign, potentially triggering healing opportunities related to self-worth and material security, core Taurian concerns. A significant asteroid alignment occurs today with Ceres in Taurus, conjunct your sun, emphasizing themes of nourishment, abundance, and caretaking, your natural Taurian domains. The black moon Lilith in Cáncer forms a trine to your sun sign, empowering you to acknowledge and integrate shadow aspects related to emotional security and belonging. For Taurus individuals born between May 15 to 20, today's planetary positions create a grand Earth trine between your natal sun, transiting Uranus in Taurus, and planets in Virgo, offering exceptional manifestation potential and practical breakthrough opportunities. The part of fortune today falls in your 5th house of creativity and self-expression, suggesting that joy and reward come through authentic creative pursuits and heartfelt expression. Overall, March 26, 2025, presents Taurus with a planetary picture that balances challenging growth opportunities with supportive aspects, creating an environment where deliberate, intentional action can yield substantial results. The key today lies in balancing your need for security with the cosmic invitation to evolve beyond comfortable boundaries. On March 26, 2025, Taurus, your communication sector receives a powerful boost as Mercury forms a harmonious trine with your ruling planet Venus. This celestial configuration opens channels of expression that have felt blocked or stagnant for weeks. The day begins with the moon in your 3rd house of communication, amplifying your ability to articulate complex emotions and ideas that typically remain buried beneath your practical exterior. This isn't your typical day for exchanges. There's a magnetic quality to your words now. People aren't just hearing you, they're feeling what you say. Your voice carries unusual persuasive power today, particularly in professional settings where you've previously struggled to make your expertise recognized. Notice how colleagues lean in when you speak. There's a richness in your tone that commands attention without you having to raise your volume. The Venus-Mercury trine particularly enhances your ability to discuss financial matters with unusual grace and tact. If you've been avoiding difficult money conversations with partners or family members, today offers a protective energy for these exchanges. Mars in your second house creates a background tension that actually serves you. It provides the necessary courage to address issues you typically sidestep. Be aware that while your communication style flows naturally today, there's a tendency toward fixed thinking thanks to an aspect between Saturn and your sign. You might find yourself resistant to feedback that contradicts your viewpoint. Practice opening your listening channels as widely as your speaking ones. Written communication particularly flourishes under today's aspects. If you've been struggling with correspondence, proposals, or creative writing projects, set aside time to engage with words on paper. Your natural Taurian attention to sensory detail infuses your writing with unusual vividness. Social media posts gain unexpected traction as you hit upon authentic messaging that resonates beyond your usual audience. For coupled Taurus, an evening conversation with your partner reveals emotional depths you've both been hesitant to explore. The Venus influence softens your typical resistance to vulnerability, allowing for healing exchanges. Single Taurus might find that dating profiles or messages written today attract precisely the kind of connections you've been seeking. Your communication style today carries your genuine essence rather than performance. The most productive approach is to lean into sincerity rather than strategic communication. Your natural Taurian authenticity, often hidden behind practicality, becomes your greatest communicative asset today. Particularly beneficial would be expressing appreciation to those who have supported you. Your words carry healing properties now. Be cautious around 3 p.m. when the moon squares Neptune, creating a brief window where miscommunications could occur, particularly regarding shared expectations or responsibilities. Wait until after 5 p.m. for important clarifications. The evening brings a particularly fertile period for creative brainstorming and planning conversations as Mercury aligns with Jupiter in your house of hidden assets, helping you articulate visions that have been forming in your subconscious. Tomorrow may bring a return to your more typical reserved communication style, so utilize today's expressive window. Record voice notes of insights that arrive, as they contain seeds of projects that will develop throughout the spring. Your throat chakra is especially activated today. Blue gemstones worn near the neck can amplify this natural energy flow. March 26, 2025, presents a fascinating financial landscape for Taurus natives. With Venus, your ruling planet, forming a productive trine with Jupiter in your wealth sector, today marks a potential turning point in your financial narrative. This planetary alignment suggests unexpected monetary opportunities may emerge, particularly through connections you've cultivated over the past 3 months. The Venus-Jupiter aspect creates a fertile ground for wealth expansion, but requires thoughtful engagement rather than passive expectation. Pay particular attention to communications arriving between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m., as they may contain valuable financial information or opportunities that align with your long-term security goals. Mercury's position in your 12th house suggests some of these opportunities may come through discreet channels or private conversations rather than public announcements. A business proposition that seemed to fade in February might resurface with improved terms. The moon in Capricorn activating your 9th house indicates financial opportunities may have connections to education, publishing, international contacts, or legal matters. This is an excellent day to review investment portfolios, particularly those related to stable commodities and real estate. With Saturn forming a supportive sextile to your financial sector, long-term investments initiated today have stronger staying power than usual. However, Neptune's influence suggests the need for thorough verification of any opportunity that promises immediate, substantial returns. Your natural Taurian skepticism serves you well today. Trust your instincts if something feels too good to be true. Today's financial strength lies in methodical planning rather than impulsive action. The second house activation by a harmonious aspect from Jupiter suggests expansion of your resource base through steady, incremental steps rather than dramatic windfalls. Consider reallocating approximately 8 to 12% of your portfolio toward emerging technologies, particularly those related to sustainable agriculture and food production systems, areas where your Taurian intuition gives you a natural advantage. Work-related financial negotiations favor you today, especially if you emphasize long-term commitment over immediate gains. A senior figure or mentor may offer valuable guidance regarding wealth management. Their advice, while perhaps conventional, contains important wisdom for your specific situation. Mars in your partnership sector suggests collaborative financial ventures have particular potential, especially those involving skilled artisans or creators. The ideal financial strategy today involves balancing preservation of existing assets with calculated expansion into areas aligned with your personal values. The Venus-Saturn sextile provides structural support for financial plans that extend 3 to 5 years into the future. Consider setting aside time today for reviewing retirement or long-term savings plans, as adjustments made now will benefit from the supportive planetary alignment. Unexpected money may arrive from a source connected to your past efforts or investments. Something you initiated approximately 18 months ago is beginning to bear fruit. Property matters receive favorable aspects, making this an auspicious day for real estate negotiations or home improvement investments that increase property value. Financial conversations with family members prove productive, particularly regarding shared resources or inheritances. Jupiter's influence suggests potential for expansion through educational investments. Consider skills development that could increase your earning potential within your current field. Avoid impulse purchases today, despite feeling a sense of financial optimism. The current planetary configuration favors methodical wealth building rather than consumption. A financial mentor or advisor whose opinion you've valued in the past may reach out with an opportunity. Their timing is cosmically aligned with your needs. Your financial intuition is heightened today, allowing you to sense which opportunities contain substance versus empty promises. Resources directed toward health and well-being investments today carry particularly favorable aspects, creating both immediate and long-term returns on multiple levels. For Taurus on March 26, 2025, you'll experience a notable surge in fortune across several key life domains. Venus, your ruling planet, will be forming a harmonious trine with Jupiter, opening doors to abundance in ways that feel natural and effortless. Financial matters show particular promise today, with unexpected resources becoming available just when you need them most. Look for opportunities connected to your previous investments or savings, as they may suddenly bear fruit. Property matters and tangible assets are especially favored, aligning perfectly with your earth sign sensibilities. The moon in Capricorn reinforces this practical energy, making it an ideal time to negotiate deals, request financial backing, or make important purchases that hold long-term value. You'll find that authority figures and mentors are unusually receptive to your ideas, particularly if they involve sustainable growth or resource management. Your natural patience pays dividends today, as projects you've been nurturing slowly begin to show tangible results. In relationships, there's a generous, supportive energy flowing, especially with family members and close friends. Connections with earth and water signs prove particularly beneficial. Home-related activities are especially blessed whether you're decorating, renovating, or simply creating a more harmonious living environment. Your sensual nature receives cosmic support, making this an excellent day for activities that engage your physical senses, perhaps indulging in fine dining, art appreciation, or nature walks. Your ability to stay grounded while recognizing valuable opportunities gives you a significant advantage. Creative endeavors that have practical applications receive cosmic support, potentially leading to monetary rewards. Your intuition about material matters is heightened, so trust your gut when evaluating opportunities. The second and eighth houses of your chart are emphasized today, putting the spotlight on personal resources and shared assets. A surprise message around midday could contain information about a financial opportunity that aligns perfectly with your long-term security goals. Health matters are also favored, particularly treatments related to the throat, neck, and sensory organs ruled by Taurus. Your practical wisdom will be sought after today, placing you in positions where your advice can lead to fortunate outcomes for yourself and others. Educational pursuits focused on practical skills or financial knowledge are especially supported. Technology investments or digital ventures show promise, despite your traditional tendencies. The Venus-Jupiter aspect creates a protective energy around you, helping you avoid pitfalls while recognizing genuine opportunities. Your natural affinity for beauty and comfort can lead to fortunate connections in unexpected places, perhaps through artistic venues, culinary experiences, or nature-centered activities. Gardens, parks, and natural settings serve as particularly lucky locations for you today. Wear green or earth tones to amplify these fortunate energies, and consider carrying or wearing rose quartz or emerald to enhance Venus's beneficial influence. Your characteristic steadfastness serves you well today. Staying true to your values will lead you directly to your most fortunate outcomes. March 26, 2025, brings a fascinating social landscape for you, Taurus. Venus, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter in your communication sector today, creating an especially fertile environment for meaningful social interactions. This alignment opens doors to connections that may seem casual at first glance, but hold remarkable potential for future growth. Your natural charm is amplified today, making it nearly impossible for others to resist your genuine approach to relationships. The moon's position in your eighth house deepens your perceptiveness, allowing you to sense unspoken dynamics in group settings that others might miss. This heightened intuition serves you well in navigating complex social waters. You'll find yourself naturally gravitating toward people who share your values rather than those who merely entertain your immediate interests. Mercury's position suggests that conversations initiated today could evolve into significant partnerships down the road, particularly if they involve shared creative or intellectual pursuits. There's a subtle undercurrent of transformation in your social sphere as Pluto's distant influence continues to reshape how you approach your community connections. Some Taurians may notice that a friendship circle has been gradually evolving over recent months, with less substantial connections naturally falling away while more authentic ones strengthen. Today amplifies this process, bringing clarity about who truly belongs in your inner circle. The day favors small, intimate gatherings over large social events. A coffee meeting with a colleague could unexpectedly touch on deeply personal topics, creating a bridge from professional acquaintance to genuine friendship. Similarly, a casual neighborhood interaction might reveal someone whose life philosophy profoundly resonates with yours. Pay particular attention to individuals who seem to understand your need for both connection and autonomy, a balance that's especially important for you now, as Saturn continues its journey through your house of social networks. You may find yourself reconnecting with someone from your past through an unexpected channel, perhaps through social media or a mutual friend. This reunion carries significant potential for healing old wounds or rekindling a valuable connection that time and circumstances had previously interrupted. There's also a notable opportunity for mentorship today, either finding a guide whose wisdom speaks directly to your current path, or recognizing that you've become that figure for someone else. Mars' position suggests potential friction within a group project or community initiative. Your steady, practical approach may clash with others' more impulsive ideas. Rather than withdrawing, use your diplomatic Venusian influence to find middle ground. Your ability to acknowledge others' perspectives while gently advocating for sustainable approaches will ultimately strengthen rather than damage these connections. Family relationships receive a boost of positive energy today as well. A conversation with a relative might reveal common interests you hadn't previously recognized, opening new dimensions to a familiar relationship. For Taurians in romantic partnerships, today favors activities that expand your shared social world, perhaps hosting a gathering together or joining a community activity that aligns with mutual interests. Singles may find that friendship provides the most natural pathway to romantic possibility. Now allow connections to evolve organically rather than forcing romantic dimensions prematurely. Neptune's influence brings a dreamy quality to social interactions today, potentially blurring boundaries in some relationships. Stay grounded in your Taurian practicality when making commitments or forming impressions. The cosmos encourages openness, but also discernment about who earns your considerable loyalty. Overall, March 26th offers you rich soil for planting social seeds that will flourish with your natural tendency toward patient cultivation. The connections initiated or deepened today respond especially well to your unhurried, authentic approach to relationship building. As the cosmic energy shifts on March 26th, Taurus natives should approach the day with deliberate intention rather than your typical methodical pace. With Venus forming a trine to Saturn, you're being asked to find balance between your comfort zone and necessary growth. The morning hours offer a particularly potent window for setting intentions that blend practicality with aspiration. Don't just think about what you want, visualize how it feels when you obtain it. For Taurus, whose sensory experience drives decision-making, this visualization practice becomes especially powerful today. The moon's position in Sagittarius is expanding your emotional landscape, encouraging you to look beyond immediate gratifications and consider the longer trajectory of your personal development. While typically resistant to spontaneity, today you'll benefit from saying yes to at least one unexpected invitation or opportunity. Your ruling planet Venus is activating your communication sector, suggesting that authentic conversations will yield surprising insights. Pay particular attention to recurring themes in discussions. They contain hidden messages about your path forward. Physical movement will help clear mental blocks today. Even a 20-minute walk can shift stagnant energy that's been accumulating around career decisions. Your natural earthy groundedness serves you well when others are scattered, so offer stability where needed, but avoid taking on others' responsibilities. Financial matters require careful attention around midday. Review statements or investments without making major moves just yet. The evening brings a creative surge that Taurus would be wise to channel into either artistic expression or problem solving. Your intuition is heightened after sunset, offering insights that your practical mind might typically dismiss. Balance indulgence with restraint today. Enjoy sensory pleasures, but maintain awareness of your limits. A ritual that engages your senses, perhaps involving essential oils, quality music, or natural textures, will help integrate the day's experiences before sleep. Remember that progress doesn't always feel comfortable, especially for a fixed sign like yours. Today's planetary alignments are gently nudging you toward evolution rather than revolution. Trust this process. Your strength today comes not from resistance, but from conscious adaptation. Daily Horoscope Analysis for Taurus, March 26, 2025. Welcome to your comprehensive astrological forecast for March 26,